you aren't deceived. This video is exactly what it says on the tin. This is going to be a tier list for the ships in Star Citizen, based on how well you can do backshots in them. For a tiny bit of background, if you either follow me on Blue Sky or are a member of our Discord server, website link in the below, you know, wink wink. But also, if you know me personally as a friend, you will know for absolute certain that I do not shut up about Star Citizen. I love it with my heart and soul.
He's making a video on Star Citizen. Well, finally, he is a Star Citizen. I don't even think he has a UK passport anymore, for fuck's sake.
You're asking how many times he's mentioned Star Citizen since I first met him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'd have to be about 234, maybe? Somewhere around there.
Do you know how much he milks his game? He'll be outside talking to real-life people, chatting about some fucking Star Citizen. You're at a strip club.
I like Star Citizen. I've played it and it's fun. But Chase doesn't just like Star Citizen. He loads that game up like a syringe. He's got a serious problem.
Mr. Chase, he's the devil. He flies his ship better than you. He fights dogfights better than you. He hauls cargo better than you. He's immortal. He'll never stop playing.
I'm like hungover as shit. I couldn't hear that. But the point is, I really like Star Citizen, like a lot. And, you know, at some point, you know, I'm looking to make more content on it because I really, really like the game. It's fun. It's so much to do. But what better way to get started than to test my vast ocean of knowledge of virtual spaceships than to do a tier list? Is it based on how well they perform in combat, their versatility, cargo capacity, their speed and race performance? No. No to all of these categories. I'm going to sit down and rate every single Star Citizen ship based on how well you and a quote-unquote co-pilot can do the deed. Oh dear lord, what am I doing? Before we get started, there's a small criteria to even get into these rankings. A ship needs to meet the following requirements. It needs to be a flyable ship, capable of exiting atmosphere, it needs to have a quantum drive, and it needs to have an interior. So that pretty much excludes pointless ships like fighters, some industrial stuff, ground vehicles and gravity bikes. We're also not accounting for cargo bays where you can load on beds. You've got to have a bit of privacy, come on. So without further ado, let's get this over with. Working our way from small class ships to capital class vessels. And these are currently our small classes. We'll add the medium and large and capitals once we go along. We should be good there. Starting us off, looks like we have the Mustang Beta. We'll be rating the variants, like certain criteria. Like, we're not going to review all the constellations, but we're just going to be rating one variant that I have chosen. But also, you know, the Mustang Beta is the only Mustang that meets our criteria, having the only one having an interior. Alright, so pretty decent like living space. I mean, it's good for an explorer. Bit awkward to get in. I mean, having two people in here be a bit difficult. But, you know, there's a bit of overhang on the bed. I mean, it's quite spacious above. Yeah, having but two people on there be a bit difficult, but, you know, it's definitely designed, it's very long, slender, designed for one. So I'm going to say, I reckon a solid C tier would do well for the Mustang Beta. I've just realized we don't actually have F tier, which we're going to put in now. There we go. So, solid C tier for the Mustang Beta. What we got next? The Intrepid. I quite like the Intrepid as our little starter ship. It's got very good living space. I mean, you've got a couch there and a desk. You can do some stuff on there. Pretty solid. The main main thing we need to have a look at is the bed. Yes. It's a bit cramped. Quite a, it's not too much overhang. You'd have to really kind of squish together. Not ideal. It's quite small, but I reckon you can just about squeeze it and manage it somewhat comfortably. So I'm gonna put it about the same as the Mustang Beta. Next up, we have the 300i. So coming in from Origin, essence of beauty. So lots of living, kitchen, lots you can do there. But the bed, quite spacious. The slope is kind of suffering for it, but the bed is a bit wider. And I think, feasibly you could fit 2 people comfortably here doing stuff. Might be a bit cramped, but it's a little bit better compared to the previous ones. So 300i is going in B tier. Next up, we have the Nomad coming in from Consolidated Outlands. It's a good ship, it's a truck, pickup trucks. I mean, normally they are pretty good for this kind of thing, but you've got quite a bit of space there, about the same size as the 300i, so pretty good there, quite spacious. I reckon quite easily you could do it. So I'm gonna reckon that the Nomad is going to be tier with the 300i. Right, the Banu Defender, first alien ship. Let's go ahead and actually, this is one of the ships that I have in game. So let's go ahead and get one out, and we're going to start reviewing them in person in game. Ah, double beds. I mean, they look comfortable. A bit slim, but I could, I could see it reasonably. We're gonna put that about the same. We're gonna put the Defender up it with decisions. I want to say it's about here. I'd say B tier with the others. All right, next we have the RSI Meteor. Pretty small interior, medium fighter. I mean, it does have an interior, which is the main thing. Okay, look in here. It's quite cramped in there, but it is quite spacious actually. You know what? I reckon it's enough space to go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna say B tier as well. All right, up next we have the Origin M80. The Origin M80. So I actually have this ship myself. So this is my personal heavy fighter that I use for bounties, mercenary stuff, all that kind of stuff. It's my own personal one, but for ships I like, I'm going to remain non-biased. I'm just going to be rating them objectively. I mean, even when they're making a fighter, shit's going to look beautiful. But let's have a look at the inside. So, if you're out on long missions, now, it's a lot of space above. It's quite a good size. You know what? Yep, that's very good. I reckon you've got the space necessary. So, I think Origin M80 is going to be in the first A tier. Alright, another Origin ship coming up, the Origin 100i. Alright, much more small, much more, petite compared to the M80. It looks far more innocent. The M80 will rip your face off. This is just like, it's just going to deliver your little courier boxes. But let's have a look on the inside. Gotta love that animation. Where it works CIG now. Ooh, that's not great. It's not great. It doesn't look comfortable. Hell, shit, it doesn't even look like it would support the weight of 2 people. And it just doesn't look like a good time. Like, that motherfucker, that is breaking with you in the Tavaran baddie. So you know what? Origin 100i. straight to D tier. It can be done, don't get me wrong, it's just not going to be great. Alright, up next is the old classic Avenger Titan. A Star Wars ship. It's honestly one of the best starter ships because it can do a bit of everything. It does its combat, cargo. It's a good ship. Mean Oscar, don't know where that's going. But let's have a look at the inside of the habitation. That's what we're here for. Now, having a look here, there's quite a bit of headroom. I mean, it's in the same category as like the Intrepid and the Mustang Out beta. So, you know what? Under the guidelines that I'm using, the Avenger Titan C tier. It can be done. It's just going to be a bit awkward, to say the least. Now, the Drake Clipper, or the Clipper, or whatever you want to say, the most fugly ship in the game. But honestly, one of my favorites because it's just how stupid it looks. We have it in game here. You see what I mean? It's so weirdly shaped. It's so weird. It's just a weird little guy, and I'm berating it, but I absolutely fucking love it. It's just like, wherever you are, Drake Clipper pilots, I salute you. It's a bit of a slender bed, but you've got lots of overhead room. So genuinely, same category as the other C tiers. Like, it can quite easily be done. Like, it's going to be a little awkward because of the slenderness of the bed, but generally more than capable. And you know what? You will be doing it because why? Because you fly a Drake Clipper. Alright, up next is the overall classic RSI Aurora Mark II. Now, when this came out, genuinely, this to me, it went hard. It was really good. It's the Aurora, but like, awesome. I loved the wing design, everything about it. It was just cool. I love the Aurora Mark II. So, let's have a quick look at it, see how it stacks up in this category. You know what? Oh, it gets style points for that door animation. That is sick. Gotta love that. Now, oh, it's not great. And honestly, having two people in here is just going to be so crowded. But it's got more room, like, reasonably. I mean, you've got nice windows here. I think, you know, if we just have a look, if we get into... Yeah, you know what? That is quite a bit of room. It's going to be a little awkward, but it's quite wide, the bed. It's a bit... I thought it was going to be much worse, but look, like, visualizing it, you know what? Aurora Mark II, I think, is going to be in the B tier. Now, Misk Starlight. Let's have a quick look at that. Now, Misk ships are a bit ugly. I don't really like the look of them. They are very, very, like, so industrial looking. But let's have a quick look at them. It's a bit cramped looking at the Starlight, but I generally, following the lines of the other C tiers, it is possible with a bit of awkwardness, but it's going into C tier. Alright, and now, coming to take the throne of the Aurora Mark II, let's put it up against its grandfather, the Aurora Mark I. Alright. Oh, it's been too long since I've last been here. Yeah. No. I think you can probably get away, I mean, if you were, like, stomach down on it, but it's just so awkward, it's so small in here. You know what? I'm afraid that the Aurora Mark I has fallen, and it is going to be an F tier. Like, it's just not going to be a comfortable experience. Like, you can't really, there's not much you can do. Right, another MISC ship. I actually have one here for us. I have the MISC Prospector. Okay, looking at the bed, quite wide. So, not too cramped at the top. Like, it should be okay. I would say it's better than C tiers a little bit, like just considering the overhang is a bit higher and it's a wider bed. So I'm gonna say fortune, you know, do a bit of something while you're salvaging, you know, while you're waiting for panels. Something to do. Have a look here. Our next up is the Drake Vulture. Alright, having a look here. Ooh, it is a bit cramped in there, slender bed. It's not, it can be done, but just not comfortably again. I love you to death, Drake, but unfortunately I must keep it fair here. Drake Interplanetary will be joining the other C tiers with the Drake Vulture. Next we have the Guardian. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at that. So we're going to be looking at the base variant of the Guardian. It looks like pretty cool. It's a TIE fighter type thing. Okay, looking at the bed. It's the same story for a lot of these small ships. It's kind of cramped, but you can do it. Not the most ideal, but it'll work out. So Guardian goes to C tier. Next is the MISC Hull A. Let's go and have a pop that out in game and have a quick look ourselves. I kind of like it. It's super low to the ground, which I don't often see with MISC ships. However, let's open it up and have a quick look. Cool door animation though. Not bad, it's cool. Alright, engineering, is this habitation? It is! And that is the exact same as the MISC Prospector. It's the exact same thing. So, by all means and logic, it's joining its brother. It's going to B tier. Alright, next up we have the Drake Cutter. Have a quick look inside. Like, if you're starting to play Star Citizen, pick this starter ship. It's great. Cargo, I mean, you can put like a small bike in here, like a tiny one. Oh, I mean, it's better than the 100i. You got lots of overhead room. It's a little bit slender, and so by our logic, it's the C tier, unfortunately. Let's see, Drake Herald. I don't actually have one of these to hand. Let's pull up a reference. But let's have a quick look at the Herald. Don't often see these. They're a very rare ship, the Herald. Okay, so well, you got 2 bunk beds, and they are more or less the same size as the Cutter. So by that logic, it's going in C tier. Alright, up next we have the Pisces. Now, I have a knowledge of this ship. It has no beds, it has nothing, it has 2 jump seats. It is shit for this. It's not going to work. It's a deployment ship. F tier. And the Terrapin, I don't have one to hand, but this is a pre-armored ship. It's like basically the Pisces but better. It's the same deal. I mean, it's, well, actually, to be fair, it was quite big. You've got pretty good overhang. You know what? It's a bit better than the C tier, so that's going up into B tier. Now, that is all our small classes ranked. Look at that. That is the small classes ranked. From here on out, let's move on to the medium classes. This is where it's going to be a bit more in depth. You know, we've got more interior to work with. So, oh wait, shit, I just realized I forgot a ship, actually. Hang on. I forgot about the Gatak Sayulan. You know what? It's real spacious. You know what? That's pretty good. Like, size-wise and everything. I mean, it's a bit narrow, but not too much compared to some of the other ones. Gatak Sayulan joining its brothers in B tier. Now, onto the medium class. I'm going to pull up some here. And I say, let's get started with an absolute classic. The Drake Cutlass Black. This is a very important ship to me because this is where I started. I mean, back I think it was like 319 I started playing, and I had the Drake Cutlass Black on a free fly. and it was pretty spacious, but like it felt solid. It was like such a good ship, like had bones to it. You know, spacious cargo bay to it, lots you can do here, vehicles and everything. That's its real strength, but we're not here for that. It's just, in the department we're looking at, it's not going to do. I mean, you're going to hit your head on this overhead. Like, beds are narrow. It's not happening. Drake, man, you're killing me. It's not doing good at it. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to put the Drake Colors Black in C tier. Actually, you know what? No, considering the ladder and everything, it's going to go D tier. It's dropped a tier. What the fuck? Oh, that's the Zeus. Oh, let's have a look at that then. And oh, yeah, that's not gonna do. It's so cramped. You've got nothing. Zeus. Just, I want to say with enough gumption, you could probably do it, but it's not good. It's not looking comfortable. Moving on to the Argo SRV. Is this any different to the other Argo ships in SRV? The tow truck. You know what? Bed here is looking quite spacious. Looks pretty good. You know, you got lots of room there. Padding as well. I mean, to ask for that's pretty good actually. SRV, A tier. Looks like that is the Argo Raft, which I actually have to hand. Alright. And this is a good space, actually, to be fair. I mean, you've got a table there, but I don't know for sure. Do we rate that? Oh, we can rate that. Easily there, but it's not really great. But it does get points. It's a bit compact. It's about the same kind of deal on other small ships. So, Argo Raft. It's going to be going into C tier. Alright, moving on for the cargo, looks like we've got the C1 Spirit coming up next. They're kind of compact, they do have that overhead, so you know what? It's probably going to be going to C tier. Funny, for the C1 Spirit. It's destined for it. Oh, that's the Vanguard. Didn't know that's stuck in there, but it does have an interior, so I can see it did make the cut. So let's have a quick look at the habitation. Looking at the Vanguard Harbinger. Oh, those beds are shit. They are so compact. Yeah, no, ain't nothing going on. F. Prowler Utility. Let's have a quick look at that. I'm familiar with the Prowler model, but not seeing the utility that much. It's like a cargo version of dropship, and I mean, it was up there with like Argo Raft. I mean, just for like speed delivery. So let's just have a quick look at it. Any habitation at all? We've got those. Phone access. There's no beds on board. Well, suffice to say, I mean, if it's following the Pisces, I mean, that's just going to be an F. And, well, with no beds aboard the Asperia Prowler Utility, I mean, there's only one tier that makes sense for it. F. I mean, maybe you can do something like the reins, but it's not going to be great. Shiv. It's like the Cutlass Black, but it is the Shiv. You don't know what's been going on in there. It's going to be just icky. F. Don't even think about it. Right. Moving on, we've now got the Misk Freelancer, Misk's version of the Cutlass Black. Yes, every medium ship is just a parody on the Cutlass Black. Fight me. Oh dear. Oh, these are simply not going to do. They look so cramped. I mean, you got the ladders, just no, too cramped, not comfortable at all. It's between D and F. I'm gonna put D. Like, yeah, you can, but it's not going to be comfortable in the slightest. Moving on, we've got the Argo Moth slash Mole. I'm pretty sure the Moth and the Mole have just the exact same interiors. One's just a medium multi-crew miner, one's a medium multi-crew salvager. But they're both from Argo. They more or less fill the same needs, so I don't imagine that it has had significant interior changes. Alright, about the same deal as, I would say, the Freelancer. It's compact, you got the ladders, like, it's not really much you're able to do. I mean, you can, it's just not going to be great. So, from there, going off that standard, Moth is about in, or Mole in D tier. The last one is going to be the Misc Reliant Core, which is quite a rare ship. I don't normally see these things flying around. They're a bit of a weird shaped conundrum, almost. The Reliant Core by Misc. It's like a sandwich. It's just so thin. Like, it barely is in the medium class somehow. I don't know why. Maybe because of its width, but it's a weird little guy, and it has no beds. No beds whatsoever. Well, you know what that means. F. Alright. So far, we've had no S's, but we have had pretty, like, this is all of these small and medium class ships that, you know, have interiors, have quantum drives, and can exit atmosphere. Like, this is all of them. As far as I'm aware, if it's not, shout in the comments. If your ship isn't on here, shout in the comments, and then I will respond if it fits the criteria of having a quantum drive and an interior. But it's my pleasure to say we are now onto the bulk, the main one. We are going to be looking at the large class vessels. Hopefully there might be a gem here with an S tier. Alright, we are now in the bulk of it. We have now got all the large class ships up on the tier list ready to go. We've got a menagerie of them all here ready to tour, rate, and we're gonna just get straight fucking into it. Starting us off with the RSI Hermes, but whatever, let's have a look on the inside. Again, for such a massive ship, the beds are very compact, and they match up with what we've seen on smaller ships, which is quite a shame. So honestly, but they are pretty decent. Then if, you know, we're gonna stick them up, I would say, in C tier because of the compactness of the roof on it. I'm gonna save this one for later. It's my personal one, so we're gonna save the Ironclad for a bit. We're gonna look at the Drake Caterpillar. Hopefully, you know, Team Drake, maybe they can take a win. I'd want nothing more for them to take a win. Alright, looking in the Caterpillar, you got 2 beds here. They're pretty high up, you know, I mean, they look relatively slender, but they're high up. I mean, actually, let me get a closer look at them. No, they are quite slender, okay. In that case, we have no choice, but the Drake Caterpillar will be rated in, because, you know, because it's got quite a good space on top, it's going to go C tier. Now, the RSI Constellation Phoenix variant. Now, I picked this because it's a luxury variant. It's going to have a fighting chance. Now, it has 4 beds on the crew side, which aren't that great, but its greatest strength comes in its luxury configuration. That it has 2 bedrooms that are pretty decent sized, and they do pretty well. So they stack up pretty well together. But its monster bedroom with the first double bed in this list means, I mean, with all the lighting, it even has a hot tub. The RSI Constellation Phoenix is getting an emphatic S tier. The first ship to hit the S tier. Took us a while, but we got there in the end. The Gasak Raylan and Tayuli I'm going to be rating them the same. I mean, they're mostly the same chassis. I mean, maybe, you know, if you were doing some experiment with your co-pilot, you know, maybe the gravity rings would be quite fun. But in the actual normal habitation, it's a cylinder bed, but you've got a lot of room on the top. So, and, you know, the beds, they're quite thick, actually. So, I'm going off of memory because I recently played on a Taiuli. The Taiuli gets a B tier. No, A tier. The Origin 600i. I actually have one rented out ready to go. So let's go ahead and have a quick tour on that one. Okay, crew beds. Very good. I mean, you've got lots of space. Very much do the what you need. Oh, what a view! What a view! And the double. Okay. The 600i. Drumroll, please. Gets an emphatic S tier. For the view alone, that is great. Well, since we're on the topic of relatively large ships, I think now is a good time for me to bring out my own ship. The ship that I use every day, one of my absolute favourites, I mean especially after it got fixed, is the Drake Ironclad. I will be showing you my personal ship, the HDF-05 Lycus Meridian. Alright, count there, you know, pretty decent. You can do things on there, myriad different ways, but the bed's on too great. I mean, you've got the cargo thing above that's not really that much room, so honestly, the crew ain't gonna be doing much. Big desk there, you mean there's a few things, and another couch, and it's relatively, it's the same as a small ship, it's relatively compact. So, it is with a broken heart that I'm afraid the Ironclad must be going to C tier, I'm afraid. Breaks my heart. Alright, the Aegis Hammerhead. I have the Tiburon there. I mean, I haven't really looked much into the Tiburon, but like, I've heard it's alright. You know, and also there isn't much change between that and the Hammerhead. So we're gonna have a look at the Hammerhead and we'll judge it like Tiburon and the Hammerhead. Alright, pretty much all of the crew bunks are very compact. Again, like the Ironclad crew is not going to be doing any shenanigans. There's some opportunity with the desk. Not going to be great. Perhaps the couch. But again, like the Ironclad, the captain's quarters is relatively compact. I mean, it does have a bit higher up, like the overhang. So I would say the Hammerhead's going to be going in C tier. The Anvil Paladin. I have one of these to hand. Let's go ahead and have a quick tour. Here we go. A crew habitation, so it's mirrored. You know what? It's got bars. I mean, it's kind of compact. I wanted to be surprised, but I think it's a similar deal with the Freelancer and other ships that we have on the rating list. So I'm afraid that the Paladin is going to be rated in C tier. Right, moving on, we've got the Drake Corsair. Please, can we get a win for our Drake Interplanetary boys, the real ones? Alright, Drake Interplanetary, sick. It's the best manufacturer, and I will not hear any opinions. Alright, because if you say Anvil's the best manufacturer, if you say Aegis, you are a UEE shell. They may not look pretty, but they're dependable. Always will be. But alas, we are not rating on anything other. Right, straight to it. Crew quarters. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Drake has fumbled, so I'm afraid the Corsair is gonna be rated on a D tier. Like the beds are just so small. Like they are the bare minimum. Nah, sorry. Let's have a look here. We've got the C2 Hercules up next. I haven't talked about myself. I recorded over in Orison. Man, beds, they are really compact as well. We've got a super low down roof. On the beds, yeah, once again, bare minimum. Gonna do a quick lightning, but I have to say, Hercules is down at C tier. C2 Hercules. Let's have a look at the whole C. One of the biggest cargo hauler in the game. Oh no. Railings for the ladders, bunk beds. Beds are rather slender. Man, it just seems like it's the whole C. Like anything with C in its name goes to C tier. That just seems to be the pattern. But no, actually, to be fair, like the beds, it's gonna be D. That's funny because it is shaped like a D. Alright, moving on to the Mercury Star Runner. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at that one. Habitation, some desks, but beds pretty thin and compact. Yeah, I'm sorry, but nothing's happening there. Mercury Star Runner, it's going to be D tier. Starfarer? Starfarer fucking sucks. Starfarer's going to F purely because I hate that fucking shit. Starfarer smells. Alright. Newest cargo hauler on the block, Misk Hull B. And following along the Hull C, it is the same bed model. I'm afraid it's going to a similar vein. It is going to D tier. Aegis Retaliator. Let's have a quick look at that, see if it's any better. That's rough. That is about 100 I tier. That's just terrible. Retaliator, D tier. Right, moving on, we've got the Asgard. Let's have a quick look at that. Maybe it will redeem Anthrup's name. Oh, bunk beds. I mean, you know what? To be fair, they are quite spacious, and they would work out, I reckon. They're a bit wider compared to something else. So these are gonna get this is actually gonna get a tier above the Paladin for the wideness. So it could work. It could work, I reckon. Dima, let's have a quick look at that. It's about the same as the Vanguard. So compact, nothing is going on. We've got the Vanguard F. Yeah, F. Absolutely. Starlancer Max up next. I remember this as quite a good habitation, so high hopes for this one. Double bed in 4 rooms. That is incredibly generous. That is really good. You know what? Starlancer Max, hopping up on the S tiers, my man. Have a look at my 400i. So, unfortunately, the crew have only got one small bed, not really that good, no privacy. Captains, let's have a... The captains is relatively thin, I'm afraid. It's more like a couch. It's not that too good, but it is a comfy interior. I'm gonna say that the 400i has been awarded B tier. The Anvil Carrack, great explorer, lots of room there. But crew bunks are not open at all. They are very, very compact, like sardines. Captain's quarter, not any better at all. It's just not great. I'm afraid for the Carrack size, it's going to be D tier. Oh, actually, wait, no, those are small. No, Carrack's F tier. It's such a massive ship going down to F. Last but not least, the RSI Perseus. Let's have a quick look at that. Look at the crew quarters. Yeah, those, do you even want to do it in the quarters with everyone there? No, but let's have a look at the captain's quarters. You know what? Decent enough bed. I reckon. You know, the captain can do some of that. It's alright. Kind of redeems it. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's alright, it'll get the job done. And that is all of the large ships. Suffice to say, we've only got 4 left, and that's our huge capitals. So let's go ahead and wrap up this insane idea. Alright, I unfortunately don't have any capital ships to hand, but I do know I will have tools available and resources. So let's go ahead and have a quick look at the massive junker, the Reclaimer. I doubt this is going to be any good. I know it's got like crew quarters, but we're going to be going off the captain's quarters alone. Desk space to play around with. It's relatively thin, so I'm afraid Reclaimer, as glorious as it is, I mean, it would kind of work, but D tier. At the 890 jump, come on. Is there any question? 4 double bedrooms, so much space. It's a space yacht. Easy, it's an S tier. Without a shadow of a doubt. Now, these are ones that are going to be relatively easy. I mean, Idris, captain's quarters haven't got much space in either that or the XOs. So, I'm afraid, but, I mean, it's okay. But they're far from ideal. And also the Polaris is relatively cramped, and it's going to be F. I mean, there's not really much to the capitals despite their size. And that's it. That is every single Star Citizen ship ranked based on how well you can do the deed. This has been a fucking stupid idea. I haven't been able to stream, and because of the heat, and my frontal cortex has been cooked. Why did I think this was a good idea? Why did my friends agree that this was, like, support? Why do they egg me on to do it? It's done. This is the most stupid thing I've ever done. This is gonna forever haunt me, that this is my first Star Citizen video. Dear Lord, what have I done? This is accursed knowledge. If you have another ship that wasn't on here, if it meets the criteria, I will give it a tier. But thank you very much for watching this babbling nonsense, and I will see you in the next one. There's big projects on the way, and I'm very excited. So hopefully that'll overshadow this absolute waffle. Anyway, see ya. Have a good one.